Oh, number 38 at the bar. Utah never disappoints me. My show would go into the shit can if they would just quit molesting children. Almost every damn day in Utah. And I think there's only 23 million people. No, 2 million people in Utah. That's a pretty high percentage of molestation for 2 million people. Someone correct me on that. I think it's 2,300,000 or whatever. Doesn't matter. It's a small group of people. But anyway, here we go. Here we go. This is reported in the Salt Lake Tribune, and it was reported 1 minute ago. Okay, UHP, which means the Utah Highway Patrol. Let me clear the mic. I hear these noises. Utah Highway Patrol trooper charged with multiple child sex abuse counts. The girl told investigators Bruce Turner molested her from age 6 to 14. From 6 to 14 now means that she's ready for Joseph Smith and marriage. God, these people. A Utah Highway Patrol trooper based in Sevier County. Sevier is, it's out, you go through Nephi. Now, it's hard to remember when I'm in Australia, but anyway, you go through Nephi and you turn kind of left down the main road there, and it turns into Sevier, where there's Centerville and Salina and a few other in the middle of nowhere towns. Trooper Bruce Turner of Salina was being held in lieu of $270,000 cash bail. Now, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. In Sevier County, prosecutors on Wednesday filed 13 first-degree felony counts of aggravated sexual abuse of a child, as well as one count each of first-degree felony sodomy upon a child and second-degree felony forcible sexual abuse against the 47-year-old Utah Highway Patrol veteran. Spokesman Dwayne Bard confirmed that the HP had been notified. He was taken into custody. Turner was immediately placed on administrative leave. I wonder why. I told you. This is the second time. I told you the Highway Patrol, the last video I did was putting his hands down the ladies' blouses. Now, this one, he just strips the kid naked. Oh, the Highway Patrol will perform an internal investigation. If he's wearing garments, he'll get off, or he'll get a hand slap for 4 days in jail. Sheriff Nathan Curtis said his deputies were well acquainted with Turner. It's a small community out there. He said Turner was off duty and responding to a request to come in, and they arrested him. I'm sure that was a surprise. In a probable cause statement accompanying the charges against Turner, Sheriff's Deputy or Detective Sergeant Alan Pearson wrote that on December 30th, he and another officer and a child welfare worker interviewed the alleged victim at her Sevier County residence. The girl is now 14 and had been sexually abused since age 6 when he put, not the investigator, when the highway patrolman put his hand under her clothing and touched her genitalia. When she's 6? Oh, anyway, this occurred on a weekly basis. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8 years. 8 years. The abuse halted in early 2010 when the girl went to live with her biological father for 2 years. And the father, I guess, is going to kick the ass of the highway patrolman. Oh, God, let me come back to my conclusion here. I don't care how high you go in Utah. Weenie out of the pants and vaginas out of the panties every day are happening in this small, populated state. When you don't let people masturbate, and when they're not allowed to touch their genitalia, they're going to grab your kid eventually. I'm telling you, it's the Mormons. It's the cult. If I told my wife this morning, and she never thinks I'm funny. She says, those people that think you're funny are stupid. They don't live with you. There's some truth to that. Anyway, I told her this morning, if men and women did not have genitalia, there would be no Mormon church. There's nothing to talk about. There's no rules. There's no love courts. There's no morality. There's no Youth of the Zion, Strength of the Youth of Zion pamphlets. There's no miracle of forgiveness. Jesus, there's nothing in the Mormon church. If everyone's penises and vaginas fell off, the Mormon church would dissolve. Oh, God. Highway Patrol, people in the Tabernacle Choir, half the Boy Scouts, general authorities, the head of the Ethics Committee in Utah, Congress, he's caught in a hot tub with a 15-year-old. She was experienced, and he said she looked a lot older than she was. I don't know what that means, folks. But anyway, the Mormons didn't do a thing. Didn't do a thing to him. And he's head of the Ethics Committee. If that isn't the fox guarding the hen house. Anyway, when you come to Utah on vacation, you put your kids in chastity belts. If you get stopped by the Highway Patrol, you go to a Mormon Tabernacle Choir concert, you go on the Boy Scouts, you go hunting, fishing. Just put your kids in chastity belts. And make sure that the belts can have fingerprints taken off of them so that you can catch. How about the bishop that just pleaded guilty up in, I think it's Virginia, lost his license for a year for drunk driving, and he said that he has only been drinking for the last year. There's his damn defense, the Mormons. He's wearing his magic underwear. But it didn't stop him from being a DUI violator, and he's sitting in his office asking 12-year-old girls if they masturbate, and he's the king and father of the ward. And he's a drunkard. God. Look at the standards of this church. I'm an atheist, and my standards are so much higher than the Mormon community and the Mormon church. My rules say, don't bother girls that are under 18. And damn it, if you're married, don't bother anyone but your wife. Those are my atheist standards. I'm 65, and I've held to that. Thanks.